Hello everybody, and welcome to the PCL. This is round 8 between Relinquished, Renegades, and Rogue Upsets. I am Wookie, and alongside me I have Noble casting with me again. Good to see you, Noble. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight here, Wiki?
Pretty
Or Wookie?
excited for this, matchup tonight. It's going to be two teams that are pretty different in terms of the standings right now. Relinquished Renegades, they had a good start. Kind of faltering a little bit here and there, are now in third place, while, Rogue Upsets, unfortunately, are down at the bottom of the barrel, ninth place. They are struggling, but if Rogue Upsets, that does have kind of a new-ish roster, if they can get the ball rolling with this one, they might actually be able to at least knock a couple of games off of Relinquished Renegades. And, we've seen this from them before, so I definitely think it's possible. They almost took down the number 1 seeded team in their division. So I'm excited. This could be a really, quote-unquote, upset game. I know the pun wasn't intended there, but it's definitely possible. So I think we might be able to do draft soonish here. My lobby is pretty bugged, but I will go ahead and tell captains that we are ready as we get into game 1. What are your expectations for this game? I know, well, actually, we should probably first go into the rosters, since I said we do have some new members of Rogue Upsets. In fact, they had posted that Bone Daddy will be in the top side from jungle. They have a substitute, H Faceman, is going to be in the jungle. Matthias, mid laner. Matcha is going to be in the ADC position, and the Doom Donut is going to be a support. And pretty standard from the other side, Relinquished Renegades is going to hold Grim up in the top. Gushlow is going to be their substitute for tonight. Blue in the mid lane, IKB42, ADC, and I Hardcore is in support. So what are your expectations for tonight?
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not too sure yet. I'm not sure if I've really seen the other team. I've seen Rogue Upsets before. I believe I casted for their game. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. And that was a very interesting game, to say the least. The one I did cast for. So I do hope to see a closer match for sure. So definitely looking for something like that. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, as we're waiting for the draft to get started, I guess we can kind of go over like how these teams have been playing out so far. Like I said, Relinquished Renegades, they did start off really well and then kind of faltered a little bit. So kind of excited to see where this goes for them, because they're close to just kind of making playoffs. We're in round 8. So it's really down to the wire here, and Rose or Relinquished Renegades is actually competing for second place, third place, fourth in the seeding because Shrimp Gang and Donkey Punch and Counter Target Spell, they're all really near each other. So
Oh
looking
yeah.
forward to this. This game is gonna actually make or break. I mean, we have 1 week left, and both of these teams could duke it out. One could make the other one falter. We'll have to see. Just kind of getting ready. See if they're ready. But yeah, this is gonna be a good game. And yeah, some Shrimp Gang peoples out there. You guys, I
Mid
think Shrimp
gang.
Gang, I think they did. Did they not already? Did you guys already face Relinquished Renegades? I feel like you guys did. I don't remember how that went, but yeah, these last few weeks are really down to the wire here. Um, so it's gonna be an exciting game. I think that this game in particularly, I mean, obviously, there was a lot of reschedules today, so this was like the only one for tonight that was being played out of Division 1. So the rest will come on the weekend, which is quite all right, and we might even be able to stream some of those for you guys there out in the audience. You have a bye week this week and sitting on wards next week. Okay, so that's actually a pretty exciting matchup for you guys. The number 1 seed in Division 1 going up against Shrimp Gang. I think I gave my prediction. Possibly? No, I didn't give my prediction yet for that one. We haven't gotten to the recap for that week. But, let's see. We just tell them you're good to start. Okay, send me 52 just in case. They had the draft links a little bit wrong. Okay, there we go. One of them is ready to up. Now, in terms of champ pools, so this is we haven't seen some of these rogue upset members before. So, and I mean, looking at their champion pools, seems pretty standard to me. Um, not too much of a difference. Um, I think that maybe Relinquished Renegades kind of have a more solid idea of what they want to do. I mean, this is a traditional lineup, except they do have one sub for the day. So looking forward to see how they do, because I don't think at least on stream we've seen Relinquished Renegades have a substitute at all. But they did post that the other day, and yep, there's the draft. So we're gonna get into it and to just talk about the champions. I mean, for the jungler for Relinquished Renegades, pretty standard lineups. I mean, I see Hekarims, I see a Muumuus. There's even an Ivern game in there. So even though this player is what looks to be at least a ADC player, definitely has been practicing in the jungle. Excited to see that. I don't expect any bans to come out for him though, and it looks like it's just gonna be kind of the mid and ADC picks that everybody is kind of afraid of. Uh, yeah, tell me about this draft here real quick so far at least.
Well, we got multiple bands here. AP heavy sided bands too, apart from the Zeri. We've seen a Orianna get banned, along with a Victor, Seraphine, and Ryze all across the board. Looks like we're also going to see Zach get banned out here because he has really strong CC, really good tank to have. Always in the center of the fights too. Definitely don't want to have him, come in and land on your ADC. That usually isn't too exciting. And it also looks like we just got a Trundle picked here,
Hmm.
which is quite scary as he is fairly flexible. Typically, though, you see him in the jungle. Still very strong champion after the lethal tempo rework. Definitely just an all-out, very strong 1v1 champion overall, especially against anyone who goes more tanky. So definitely going to be hindered on going too many tanks, as he can grab armor, magic resist, health from any of them. We
Yeah.
also see the Leona picked up here on Rogue Upset side. Really strong support here. We got numerous different amounts of CC, strong defense champion, really good engage. So definitely a nice pick to see here. Um,
Yeah, I do think
so
that the Relinquished Renegades were kind of expecting this heavy CC bot lane from Matcha and Donut. I feel like Matcha has quite a history with the more engagey type supports, and that's probably why they picked it in response to the Trundle, maybe, just for comfort and just expecting like, hey, like there's a Trundle on the other side, but we'll pick less tanky people on the other parts of the map, or we'll just run with it and see what works and what doesn't. As Zaya's picked up, I feel like they do want to pick their bot lane here, huh?
yeah, might as well since the bot lane here is already locked in. We're probably not going to see too much of counters in that lane. We're going to probably try to get a more well-structured team comp. Hopefully this game as well. Looks like we'll get a
Ooh,
Nautilus and a Zaya here.
I like that.
So, yeah, pretty good counter to, just, that escape that Tristan has, just because that knot hook does go pretty far.
Right. Yeah, I do like to see it. I mean, it's pretty CC heavy on both sides currently. Let's see what Rogue Upsets decide to pick. Is going to be the jungler, so they're kind of mirroring each other, it looks like here. And I kind of like this Vi pick here, only because they already see the jungler on the other side, which is Trundle, and Vi doesn't really build too much tanky stats. She's more of a
Oh, yeah.
late game bruiser. Could build like something like Eclipse even
Yeah.
to counter the tankiness that's coming out of the other side already. So she's kind of flexible in what she wants to do. Even Triforce. I mean, if they keep picking squishy members, that could also be a potential pickup for the Mythic. And bans coming through. We got both top and mid laners here. I mean, it's gonna be interesting because blue is one of Relinquished Renegades' stronger players in their team, and I mean, it looks like Rogue Upsets are like, wait, Camille could actually mess us up a little bit. So I'm interested
Oh,
to see
yeah.
what these bans coming out here for, because I feel like you want to shut down the one of our stronger members, but maybe they have a different idea in mind.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Camille still is pretty strong, though not as strong after they recently did gut Divine Sunder pretty hard there. You don't really see it build on Vi as much either, just because of the sheer, like, they just, they took so much out of it that was there. It was such a strong item on champs that it was very good with, especially if you used Grasp or had some sort of auto burst to work with that sheen. It was just so strong, but
Yeah.
after they had reworked it a bit, just not nearly as strong as it was. Was horrible, at least for me, to experience,
Hmm.
running in and basically running it down after building that item now. So
Gotcha. Yeah,
we also see the
you are
Akali and
mainly
Vigar ban.
a top laner or a jungler.
I mainly play top lane.
Okay.
That's mainly where I reside. I do go other lanes, but not as nearly as often.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm
My
a mid
like top
laner, so
8
like
champs are mainly top lane,
all that
so.
stuff, I don't even worry about. I just build mage items. That's all I build. Speaking of mages, though, Lux is going to be the burst mage picked up for Rogue Upsets. I actually kind of like this a lot because you don't see a lot of. I mean, already just looking at what Relinquished Renegades has, they have a lot. They don't have a lot of dashes. They're kind of immobile. I mean, I know that Zaya has her Featherstorm to kind of get her out of the dodging the CC. Nautilus, kind of has the hook to get out, but Trundle, on the other hand, has to really just run at you. And same with Aatrox. But yeah, this is a very scary team comp from Relinquished
Oh
Renegades
yeah.
already.
Definitely gonna want to be seeing some anti-heal, excuse me, anti-heal get built right away, just because that Trundle might rush Bork and already has quite just strong healing overall with his brawling, as well as that
Yeah.
Aatrox just world ender, and plus the Omnivamp passive from his E, just incredible amounts of healing. Definitely people to worry about.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, Ari picked up as well. One of the meta picks right now. It's really gonna be hard for Lux to kind of navigate the lane if Ari gets ahead. knowing how versatile and mobile she is. Starting up with a charm could lead to the death of you in a Nivea. Wait a minute. Is that a Nivea top lane? What
I
the heck
believe
is gonna?
so.
Yep. I've seen, I've seen weirder picks though, so I can't complain. But we do have a spicy game on our hands here.
Definitely an interesting pick to say the least, but it does work quite well against the Aatrox because the
Okay.
Anivia does have very strong ability to lock down the Aatrox with her, I believe it's Glacial Freeze, correct me if I'm wrong, her stun, as well as
Yeah.
the Fortnite wall that she puts up. She can easily get,
Wait, wait, wait,
Aatrox
wait.
to,
Wait. Aren't they stopping building stuff in Fortnite or something like that? Like.
uh, for a week actually, right now, I think it's day 3 or 4
Oh
of
wow.
the, current season. It's going to be for a week. There's no building. I've actually been playing with some of my friends right now. It has been
Okay.
very enjoyable, I must say. They also brought back tilted towers, so a lot of
Ah,
old players have been being able to play and actually enjoy the game a bit because
that's cool.
they're not enjoying the fort as much as they're enjoying the night. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I could not get used to the mechanics of Fortnite, but either ways, this is League of Legends. Uh, who do you have your bets placed on? Predictions are up, so if you all would like to get some more points, bet on the right team, and we'll get that going for you. But yeah, Noble, who do you have your first game winners go to here?
I've seen Rogue Upsets play. They are fairly good. But I do very much like the team comp from Relinquished Renegades here. I like the Anivia top pick on the sides of Rogue Upsets just because of how strong it is in Aatrox. After Ari's rework, though, she is really strong. I
Yeah,
used to play her, and I thought she was alright. She did seem to have a bit lower damage. But along with that charm, as well as just her large global map presence because of how they changed her ultimate, I'm I'm not quite sure. I definitely am hoping that Rogue Upsets here will win, but I
okay.
do feel like I have my money on Relinquished.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way. I'm curious as to how this Anivia pick is going to work out because, like I mentioned, like Trundle wants like you to pick tanks, right, to steal stats off of. But
Yeah,
they gone ahead. They were like, nope, we're not going to have any of that. So we're just going to pick Anivia, to kind of do multiple things, like knock two birds with one stone, no pun intended. Uh,
exactly.
to get to not be able to have another tank and to kind of handle the Aatrox at least somewhat. I don't really know how the matchup would go. I feel like it might be a Nivea favored, but if Grim gets some help from Gushlow, it might end up in tragedy for Bone Daddy because Anivia, yet again, not a mobile champion. So
Oh yeah.
those pillars could really make a dent, and pair that with the chains from Aatrox, it might lead to something. I mean, yeah, Anivia is pretty quote unquote tanky because of her egg, but that can only do so much.
Oh yeah. I feel like we're definitely going to be seeing a rush on Oblivion Orb here for the Anivia, as well as maybe even an Everfrost, just to
Okay.
counter all of the mobility here on Relinquish's side, as Aatrox has good mobility, so does Ari, as well as Zaya. So we're definitely going to just want to see all of that overall, just lock them down. Because you lock down an Aatrox, as long as you just hit the center of the Everfrost route,
Yeah.
everyone will just go in. Like, Leona just has to dive. Tristana will melt right through the Aatrox. So I feel like we might also even see a Quicksilver here on the Aatrox in the top lane. Just so we can get that extra chance to kill the Anivia, get that lead, grab that Spirit Visage for second item. And, yeah, that's what I feel like is going to end up happening this game.
That's true. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, keep in mind though that I feel like if Rogue Upset steps up too far, right, they could be caught out in a position where they don't have anything to. I mean,
Oh,
Leona's the
yeah.
only tanky person, right?
They
So
only
if
have,
she goes
they
in,
have two
the
front line,
backline,
but,
the well,
yeah.
Vi and Leona, there's got to be someone to peel, right? Because the backline is kind of open for Ari to just spirit rush in there and kind of charm somebody and take them out, right? So
Oh, yeah.
it's really Matcha. I feel like Matcha has to like make a decision when it comes to these team fights. Make sure like the backline is staying alive because they have 3 backline people. It's not your standard 2 backline. They only have
Oh
2
yeah, no, they're definitely gonna
frontliners.
play a lot
So
more safe. Definitely get deep vision for any long range ganks. You know,
yeah,
anyone coming in the long side. Definitely gonna need that river vision on Renegades just for that Lux. The Lux roam, you know, last spark from center of river, kind of scary too. Overall, Rogue Upsets just has to play a bit more back and just play for picks, because if they get someone
mhm.
caught out, it will be harder to kill them still, even with the Leona and Vi lockdown. The fact is that Aatrox, you know, Gore Drinker, he'll heal up. Nautilus, I believe it's his W, he's already just gonna have a decent amount of immunity to everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and then I mean rogue upsets, like you said, they have a pick comp. They can do some stuff early with the Lux binding and the Leona, uh, E and everything like that. So it would benefit them to kind of be aggressive in this matchup. I mean, against a really standard team fight late game, kind of Aatrox gets strong, Chono gets strong kind of thing.
oh yeah.
So it's really, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's kind of, I don't know. I think I would personally put my points on Relinquished Renegades, but I'm not gonna put a lot. But you all can go ahead and vote. As we get into the Spectre delay, though, I think we're gonna take a short break, and we'll see you back on the Rift with the first game of Relinquished Renegades versus Rogue Upsets. Don't go anywhere.
Am I breaking through? 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 Am I breaking through?
And welcome back, everyone, to the PCL of Round 8. It's going to be Relinquished Renegades versus Rogue Upsets. And Relinquished are on blue side. Meanwhile, Rogue Upsets are on red side. And it looks like kind of a little bit level 1 shenanigans here. But no wards going to be taken out quite yet. It's kind of interesting to see. As we have previously noted that Bone Daddy is going to be using Anivia up in the top side, so I think that's the lane I kind of want to watch the most.
Oh yeah, definitely going to be interesting, to say the least.
Definitely.
Looks like we got a W start here on the Ari as well.
Okay.
Here with our box fire, I believe it is.
Yeah, yes, I believe so. I like that skin from blue. That's a nice Ari skin.
Oh, the arcade Ari?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think it's a
chroma,
nice
is it
skin.
not?
I'm not sure if it's a
Looks like
chroma.
a chroma. I love my fair share of chromas, so when it comes to this game, so.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I have a chroma on York actually. It gives his little Mistwalkers a do-rag, so I think that one's pretty funny.
Wait, which is that? What? Arclight, or is that a different?
No, that's Meowrick.
Meowrick,
So the
oh,
Meowrick
right,
with
right.
the darker chroma. I believe it's dark gray.
Ah, I see.
So we just got some standard stuff here. No leash here for the Vi. Of course, she does have a fairly strong clear. She'll probably be heading topside right away to get that like level 2, 3-minute gank. Almost, maybe 230 on the Aatrox. Get that Anivia the extra lead, because she is very strong, as we just saw with that poke. Oh, and we got a good engage here as well.
Yeah, the levels 2s have hit, and Machikor taking really low on hardcore. He's gonna have to force the flash. Machikor is still going in. The dredge line lands in first blood. Over to IKB, the double kill, also making it so fantastic for the side of Relinquished Renegades already.
Oh yeah, already big lead here. I wonder if we'll be seeing, since it is Rogue Upsets. Their team is a bit more squishy, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So
squishy. Speaking of which, Gushlow looking at the top side notices that Bone Daddy is pushed up, but Bone Daddy spotted him out.
yeah, Anivia also has that deep river vision as well.
Yeah, okay, a lot of damage on the Grim, though, and Grim has to chain away Bone Daddy. The flash! No! Bone Daddy tried to flash out of it, was caught
Too
out
early
at the
with
last
that
second.
flash.
Yeah, and, it's so unfortunate, but, Bone Daddy actually very risky play right here. He's playing far up without that flash. He wants to punish Grim as much as possible, it looks like.
Oh,
but Gushlow is on the other side of that bush.
Does
kinda
have
behind
electrocute up still though, so definitely could get that last bit of damage in. Nope, Aatrox is gonna back. We'll probably end up seeing him TP into lane. Make sure Anivia doesn't shove in that wave. Make sure he gets all that XP. Oh, we are actually going to be seeing here lethality on the Xayah, most likely Eclipse. Personally, one of my preferred builds. Of course, my favorite is still the Gale Force on the Xayah. So definitely gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and the dredge line does connect onto Machikor. I don't know if that's the correct idea, but he does get the auto attack off onto the Doomed Donut. H-Face Man comes in with the Vi. Can he hit IKB? IKB is forced to flash. Hardcore is getting low. It will fall to H-Face Man. Can't really do anything else. Machikor does not have the E to lock on to IKB. That was a good response from the Vi here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gonna be seeing Anivia try to get a freeze there, but not gonna work because Aatrox will shove the wave in and go grab some river vision, most likely because he doesn't want to see the Vi in the lane, because that will definitely not be favorable for him, as the lockdown from both the Vi and the Anivia will definitely get him killed. So it looks like he actually might get a mid-roam off here.
Yeah, looking for it, but unfortunately Matthias is pretty pushed up into his turret, sorry. And Doom Donut, oh, he was trying to jump, but gets rooted, and IKB 42 is going to pick up that kill. Good response, a little bit late reaction time on the Doom Donut, and that is going to open up possible Dragon Hextech Dragon
We're
for
gonna
the
see
first one.
Yep, first drag here gonna... Looks like it will go uncontested here to Renegades, as Vi is nowhere near close enough to contest the dragon.
Yeah, Bone Daddy taking a heavy trade here. Will pop the stun. Grim does land the chains. Bone Daddy might be in trouble here. He does still have the egg, but I don't think that's going to save him. Aatrox is just going to catch up to him. Yep, Grim is going to get the egg, and just so much damage. Yep, the level 6 comes out for Grim, and Bone Daddy did not have a chance there.
Poor Nivea. It was very unlucky. We'll definitely be seeing Aatrox rush these Merc treads, it looks like, unless he does go for the QSS early. Not quite sure just yet. We'll have to see once he backs. Looks like there is a pretty early, large gold lead, I'd say, here. Almost 2,000 gold up. Yes.
Yep.
Almost 2,000 gold up for Renegades here, so definitely going to be wanting to catch up. Because the Rogue Upsets is quite behind here for sure. So they'll definitely want to be focusing those drags. Definitely gonna get the Vi ahead. That's what they're gonna try to do, I feel like.
Yeah, the Vi is pretty far ahead already, but Bone Daddy gets caught by the chains. Did hit level 6 off a minion kill. Will be able to slow Grim and pick up the wave under his turret there. But yeah, I do think the Vi, like, getting that one kill is gonna put the Vi in a place where she can at least try to get the other lanes ahead. We'll see how that takes place, as it looks like a nice roam up onto blue here. H-Faceman is not level 6, does not have the cease and desist. Meanwhile, Bone Daddy is a little bit too far forward, is going to fall quite nicely to Gushlow here. But blue, on the other hand, the flash comes in from Machikor. Machikor is going to take the kill away from H-Faceman. I think that is a little unfortunate. Gushlow is actually walking into a dangerous path here. The Q from Vi does land, and so does Machikor, and H-Faceman actually gets the kill this time. Nicely done.
Yep, quite insane here. I personally don't think it was a good idea after he did see the Ahri get taken out in his blue side jungle.
Right, and oh my gosh, Bone Daddy is just not getting a break here. He's gonna fall once again.
Oh, man.
The World Ender was popped, and that is gonna be 2 kills over onto this Aatrox. Meanwhile, Matthias, it's a nice route onto blue. A lot of damage.
Like,
Blue's kind of returning.
Trade.
Yep, and I think this is where... Ooh. It just
this looks like
totally
the
misses.
Emperor.
Oh, the channeling! He's unstoppable! Faceman will pick up another kill, making him 3-0 on this Vi.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to play more back here with Ahri mid, playing a bit over aggressive here, not expecting the Vi to come in, and not expecting her to get her cease and desist off before the
charm,
Ahri's charm. Yeah, I don't remember what the ability is called. I do know it's her E, but I'm not for sure after that.
I mean, we all just say it's the charm. It's like literally like one of the only charms in the game. I think other than like what Evelyn and
Seraphine ult, I believe is a
Seraphine
charm as well.
Yeah, I feel like
I believe so.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, Ahri is quite known for that charm, though. At least the one to start it all with that charm. So yeah, this is an interesting game so far. We gotta have a lot of back and forth. I feel like the solo lanes are kind of flip flop, right? Like blue is too far forward, and Bone Daddy is too far forward.
Not what I was expecting for sure. I was expecting Ahri to dominate in lane. Yeah. And I actually expected Aatrox to be losing here, but the Anivia surprisingly has not picked up an Oblivion Orb. Instead, she has multiple different components as she grabbed Tear, Dark Seal, and Boots. So definitely something.
H-Faceman is up here, but I feel like Grim has an idea that H-Faceman is around because of just how the positioning from Bone Daddy is. I know we've seen him full forward pretty much the entire time, but Grim is not going to engage for anything right now, even with the World Ender available to him.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't need to. He will just keep denying the Anivia XP.
Wait, Donut is getting so low. Gushlow is here. Might have to land the pillar. Doom Donut has to heal and flash just to get away from the chomp of Gushlow.
Yeah, definitely an
dragging.
interesting game to see so far, to say the least.
Yeah,
Ooh,
looks
the
like
charm does hit
ooh,
here.
Charm does hit here. Blue taking a lot of damage in return, though. And I feel like the prio for this dragon is certainly in the hands of Relinquished. Renegades. A flash comes through from Blue. He's underturned, though, and Box Matthias gets the return kill onto him. No kill there, but there's action going on in the dragon side of things. And H Faceman is going to try to take down IKB, who already has 1 kill. That's 2. IKB can't get H Faceman, but that is a nice double kill. And that possibly might be Dragon over to the side of Relinquished Renegades, the second of the game.
Second drag here. Unless we can get the Vi to come in and maybe do something about it, but I'm not sure that she will be able to do anything alone. She doesn't even have Smite up, so... yeah, it's just gonna go right to the Xayah, or the Xayah, excuse me.
With the Feather pullback, that is another good quote-unquote smite. And we do have an Ocean Soul.
Ooh, yeah,
IKB
it is
doing a
quite
great
favorable
job.
here for Renegades, I believe. They are quite tanky here.
They're tanky. They got Aatrox. They got Trundle. A lot of healing sources. Right
Yeah, definitely
there.
favorable for them with this Ocean Soul here. Gonna enjoy that extra healing, the passive healing, as well as just the overall regeneration of mana and health. Of course, Aatrox isn't affected by mana regen, so...
Yeah, but he is trying not to be affected by Bone Daddy here, as Bone Daddy did apparently steal away the blue from the side of Relinquished Renegades, I think. I don't think that was a... yeah, H Faceman has blue buff himself, so good on Bone Daddy to steal away that blue buff, as it looks like Rift Herald might be started here.
Oh, yeah. Grabbing that Rift Herald definitely gonna help them secure just that, maintaining that extra lead that they do have. If they get that mid tower gone, extra prio, or they could end up saving it here for the next drag. And definitely gonna create some pressure here if Aatrox does decide to go Hull Breaker. I doubt he will, just because of the team comp. Definitely more gonna want to stick with the team so he doesn't get picked out.
Looks like there's a 3-man gank almost on the side, on the mid side here, and IKB is kind of alone down here for now. It looks like Gushlow will take this top lane. Might crack the turret up there with that Rift Herald already. And Bone Daddy is kind of late to respond there, so...
Oh yeah, too late.
This might be first tower.
Well. It will, in fact, be first tower, yep.
It will, but can Bone Daddy do anything? I don't know. He's kind of far forward here. The turret's now down. Bone Daddy has to flash away. Looks like he is going to walk away. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Machikor is actually just engaging onto IKB. But the Feather Storm is going to get him out of trouble. And that is another double kill onto IKB. Can it be a triple? Oh, the Dredge line does connect. But, you know, unfortunately, Faceman is underturned. Bone Daddy, again, fighting Grim once again. That Rift Herald is still gonna maybe
not
make
sure
another
if it'll
charge?
make it to this tower, though. It will not.
Okay. Well, but on... Oh, my gosh, the damage coming out from Bone Daddy is going to take out Grim at the end of the day. And, H Faceman, I think you're playing with fire here, buddy.
Come on, dude.
IKB is just going to pull back the feathers and secure another kill. 8-0. On this Xayah, so impressive. Flashes the mastery. Not going to be able to take this tower, though.
Oh, yeah. Looks like the Leona is kind of angry here, too. Quite possibly pinging the 700 gold bounty here on the Xayah as well.
Wait, a TP coming in. That is going to be from Bone Daddy, actually. The Featherback does get Doom Donut low, but that is a nice shutdown going over Bone Daddy. Very well needed.
Yeah, as well as our previous large team fight, not team fight, but a decent amount of players in the bot lane, actually. The Ahri used her teleport to get there, but the Lux had rooted her, so she did not make it.
Okay, good to know. I did miss that, but yeah, that is going to be an important thing to kind of negate coming out from blue here. as bounties are up for the side of Rogue Upsets. Let's see if they can take down this first tower for themselves and get a little bit of gold back. They are a little bit behind. I mean, it's consistently been like almost a 2k gold lead
Oh
for the
yeah,
side
it's
of
just been
Relinquished so far.
slowly climbing up. It was
Yep.
a little bit under 2k, now it's at 2.5, just about, I'd say.
Yep.
Looks like we got the Gore Drinker on the Aatrox now.
Yep, Gordricker is gonna not do anything. He has to flash there. Hardcore does pop the ultimate onto Doom Donut, but he's under tower.
Oh, you need to get out of
Machacore
there, man.
taking a lot of damage. Featherstorm comes out, and the pullback is gonna kill Doom Donut here. Matthias, meanwhile, gets charmed in the mid lane. Grim is here, though. Flashes away. Oh, the spell of Lux goes through, and Grim is gonna take a Vi to the face. Possibly 2 kills for Faceman here. He is pretty strong. Does have the Divine Sunder. One more Q. No! He's not able to reach it. He's stuck under tower. The pillar is going to come out. Bone Daddy's here to spawn. Gushlow is forced to flash. Woo! Mid lane shenanigans over here.
Oh yeah, definitely some strange situations going on this game, to say the least. But it looks like we're gonna secure the 3rd Drake here for Renegades.
Boy, that is not good for the side of Rogue Upsets. You do not want the team that has an Aatrox stacking this Ocean Soul up and possibly getting it.
Looks like we might be getting a well, at first I was thinking we might be seeing a Death Dance here on the Aatrox, but now I'm not as sure. I believe it's what, Culloden's Warhammer and a Chain Vest. Is that what builds into Death Dance?
I believe it is, yes. You are correct. So
we might
it's possible.
actually be seeing either a Sterix or a Hullbreaker here on the Aatrox.
It's possible, but Blue in the mid lane here is getting engaged on once again. They know that he does not have Flash this time, or should know. Machacore, that's a lot of damage coming out from Matthias.
Burst, yeah.
That is big burst. That is what you want on the Lux. Has the Ludens. Will do a lot of damage. Bone Daddy does have the Leandries, and Hardcore is stuck in a place he does not want to be. He can't do anything. Doom Donut does jump away, and Grim is going in with the World Ender. IKB is just doing whatever they want, but the damage isn't there from Lux ult, and unfortunately H-Faceman is caught in the middle of them. Doom Donut is charmed up, gonna be taken down. Grim still has resets on his World Enders, looking for another one, but Matthias is under turret.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to fear that Aatrox. I definitely am gonna foresee a Oblivion Orb. Looks like Aatrox did also go with the Legend Tenacity under his Triumph, and I believe he also has Unflinching along with Conditioning, or quite possibly even Overgrowth here.
Yeah. This is so sad for the side of Rogue Upset's bot lane here. Like, I feel like the Doom Donut is just not finding the mark when it comes to these team fights.
Yeah,
it
looks
what
like
can he
he's more
do
of
right
a
now?
doomed donut right now. Yeah.
Oh no, not like this.
Oh man, yeah. Well, we see the Mobies here on Leona, so she's fully abandoned the bot lane as it is 19 minutes in. Don't even see the support item fully built yet on the Leona either, so that is quite unfortunate.
It is.
It's quite unfortunate to see that the Tristana lost the lane here. She did go with Hail of Blades, which is really strong on Trist, but I do believe that Lethal Tempo is also very strong on her as well, just because of the sheer speed that she can max out her Lethal Tempo.
It's true. Doom Donut did opt for the early game for the side of Rune Choices, but mid lane again with the engage. Faceman is actually gonna ultimate IKB. He's gonna pop the Feather Sword. He's gonna get the roots off, and that is yet another, and I say another double kill going over to the Fed Messiah, and the Agnivia did not stand a chance to Blue. Another double kill going over to the side of Relinquished Renegades. They are waiting for this Baron to come up. They're going to take it in 20 minutes, and they definitely have the right to. Almost an ace. Not quite getting Matthias. But this Baron will allow them to push up on these turrets. All tier 2s are up for the side of Rogue Upsets. Let's see what they do with this.
Oh man, Anivia coming out of the base soon. She is up in 6 seconds, has built, what is it, Blighting Jewel? Is that what the
Blighted Jewel,
component is?
yes.
Yep. Quite surprising, at least to me. What are your thoughts? You are more knowledgeable than I am with the AP champions. What do you think? Do you think that's not good at all? Here,
Well,
they are tanky, but for a second item, you think Void Staff is really the move?
Considering how much magic resist they already have on the side of Relinquished Renegades, you know, you have the double Merc Treads, you know, you even have the Maw of Mount Mortius on to IKB, so I think it's not a bad second item. There might be better ones, but hold on, I gotta cut myself off. Magicore is gonna engage onto Blue here. You know, Blue Lance a Charm, and Matthias is just, my gosh, this is a little bit back and forth here. Blue is still going for it. Bone Daddy's so low, double kill going over to Blue. But he's caught in a little bit of a hickey here. No, the minions are going to be... Wait, they are going to finish him off. Hardcore is going to slay Doom Donut at the same time. And Grim is here with the World Ender. H-Faceman is going to fall right quick with these Baron-empowered minions. That was like a back and forth. It was a 3-for-2 in the favor of Relinquished Renegades. And that means that Soul is on the table.
Oh yeah, definitely quite an unfortunate fight here once again. They are definitely upset about this, to say the least, as
yeah, they did
Renegades
get the
claim to
shutdown.
the soul. They did get some shutdowns, that is true, but will it be enough to close that 7k gold gap, you know?
That is
or 6.5k now.
Yeah, it is rough, right? But you have to take what you can get, right? Like, that was the first kill for Doom Donut onto Blue, for himself, so...
Looks like, is that a, I'm not sure, it's energizing, no, it's a, I'm not sure what it is.
Rapid fire
I believe
cannon?
it built into a rapid fire cannon, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it builds in a rapid fire cannon. I really don't know if that is the move right now, but he is struggling as it is, so... item choice matters little to none at this point, as Blue just absolutely evaporates Bone Daddy with one full combo. Didn't even need anything else. Didn't need the Spirit Rush.
Ooh, we already have the death cap here on the Ahri as well.
Yeah.
Looks like she changed up her build just a bit, I believe. We got the Ludens along with death cap, 7, not Magi, what is that? Dark Seal stacks.
Dark Seal, yeah. And I feel like this is actually kind of good for Doom Donut, just sticking in the side lane. He knows he can get away from Grim with, you know, both his Buster Shot and the Rocket Jump. But using the Rocket Jump like that, I don't know if that's a good idea, Doom Donut. You're up against an Aatrox at melee range, and that's going to be the end of Doom Donut. Not a good trade. Meanwhile, Blue is getting engaged on by H-Faceman. I don't know if this is a good idea either. Blue kind of outruns you, but H-Faceman has the damage.
Oh,
one more auto is going to seal the deal. That is a good shutdown going over to H-Faceman.
Also, what you may have missed, we just saw the Anivia teleport into the bot lane to make them back off the tower, but Trundle and Xayah rolled up, so Anivia is going to be backing off from defending that T2.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Little unfortunate. I mean, there's no other objectives on the map, so not the worst, but also not the best. They're looking for a death rush here, possibly. IKB leading the charge here. Ace-Faceman is going to get rooted up, and that is another kill going to IKB. They're in a chokehold here. That might be good for Bone Daddy to lock them in.
Good flash from Leona as well, avoiding the Nautilus hook. Definitely going to keep him alive and safe, to say the least.
Yeah, but they're just struggling further, getting further and further behind. I mean, it's almost 10k gold lead.
Oh yeah, it is. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, we're at a 9.5k lead right now.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is definitely looking interesting. Looks like we also got the Spirit Visage on the Trundle. Give him that magic resist as well as that extra amount of healing. Very useful, especially along with the little bit of healing that he does get from the Divine Sunder. He can constantly proc it just because of his chomp. I believe it counts as an auto attack as well.
Yes.
So it's just an instant sheen proc. Definitely good to see. Surprising here to see Rogue Upsets actually has not gotten any other... Oh no, they just picked up their second anti-heal component.
Yep. And I was about to say, concerning the items, I feel like Matthias should be the one building Void Staff, and Bone Daddy should be the one building the, maybe not even the full book, but just the Oblivion
Orb. Yeah,
Right.
I completely agree with you there, because the Lux has the Ludens, so she already
Right.
has that flat magic penetration.
Yep.
That will just continuously scale up, and with that Void Staff, it's just going to knock off even more. I honestly believe that the Anivia should have went Oblivion Orb first into either Everfrost or Leandries, and then move into something just to sustain that anti-heal, such as
Maybe
Demonic Embrace.
Azonias or Demonic,
Or
one of those.
even Azonias, yeah, help survive the just the burst of the Aatrox combo, you know?
Yeah, and considering that Bone Daddy, on Anivia does do consistent damage, the Oblivion Ward is really nice for those team fights, but having it on Lux, she might not hit everybody, right? And that's kind of what you want to do. But speaking of Lux, Matthias has to flash the charm here. Blue is going to catch up with Spirit Rush. Faceman is chasing, but Blue has to flash away, even though he has got a little bit more Spirit Rush charges. Bone Daddy caught with the chains again, is just getting knocked up. A lot of damage coming out from Grim. The stuns come through from Machikor. There's the stopwatch, but Grim, okay.
Ooh,
Bone Daddy has to flash away. The shutdown goes over to Bone Daddy. What a nice trade of summer spells and abilities. Yeah.
Ooh, Elder Drag up here in 1 minute as well.
No.
Everyone looks like they're acknowledging that here in the chat.
Yeah.
Getting ready for that. This is definitely going to be a turning point in the game, or will it just end the game? We'll have to wait and see, but definitely something to look out for here. Aatrox having TP ready to go in. So when the Elder Drag is up, looks like Aatrox also has picked up a Spectral Cowl, which is what builds into
Spirit
Visage, and I also believe it builds into Abyssal Mask, but I don't believe he'll be building that this game.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to go with the extra healing, especially if they have Soul. Blue kind of engaging on Machikor here. Pretty tanky boy, gonna at least get to half health. But half health is kind of kill range for some of these characters on the side of Relinquished, so Macha definitely has to be careful. Seems like the ultimates are coming out. Looks like Blue is still over in the side lane here. Vision control is where it's at right now.
Got a lot of
looks like a team fight is on her hand. TP comes in. Blue misses a charm. Bone Daddy kind of gets hit with a little bit of the orbs from Blue. Hardcore almost getting caught out. The wall is there. And now Hardcore has to back off as they've started Elder. But they're not engaging on it yet. Right, the ultimate from Lux, Final Spark, gonna come out, and now the team fight's engaged. Everybody's kind of everywhere. IKB has to stop, watch to get out. Featherstorm comes out, the root and pullback isn't gonna hit anybody. IKB goes down on the other side of the map, though. Grim is world-ending, and Elder was picked up by Gushlow. Faceman did not get the smite. Oh no, wait, Gushlow is gonna take down Faceman, and poor Agnivia is gonna get Elder to death. And it might look for the end of Rogue Upsets for the first game. Grim is pushed up all the way. Minions are soaring into the base. Let's see if they're able to end it. Doom Donut is the only one up. 20-second death timers. I don't know about this one, Doom. You have to jump away.
No mobility. I don't think they'll be able to stop this.
Yep. Plus Baron minions.
Base rush there. Yep. Baron, Elder. They have really strong just overall comp here. Like I said in champion pick, I was hoping for Rogue Upsets to win, but I definitely felt like it would be
okay, wait a minute. Matthias actually takes out Blue on such low health. They're fighting for it, but it's the end of the game, going over to Relinquished Renegades for game 1. Whew! What an exciting game.
What an interesting game, yeah. I definitely feel like it would have been more evened out if they got more anti-heal early on. I feel like a lot of the build patterns were why they didn't do as well. That's my opinion. What do you think?
I think I have to agree. But I think sort of the bot lane from Rogue Upsets were a little greedy at points, and they started to die quite often. They were aggressive, sure, but the execution from the other side was just that much better, and that kind of led to at least bot lane's downfall. The rest of the map was doing quite well. You know, we saw a lot of
I
kills
completely
coming out
agree,
from
yeah.
Faceman, and and from Bone Daddy. Had a lot of agency in the game, but it was just the bot lane kind of failing. At least Matcha was able to put on some good roams, but it was just, it was unfortunate for the Doom Donut, who got left alone there and couldn't
Oh,
really make his
yeah.
way out of the laning phase, honestly. So, little unfortunate, but, this is only game one, and Relinquished Renegades do lead the series 1-0. But yeah, we'll get ready for game two, but before that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll see you guys soon. And we're out. welcome back to PCL. This is Relinquished Renegades versus Rogue Upsets. I am Wookie, joined by Noble, and we are about to start the draft of Game 2. So, initial thoughts, I guess. That game went pretty solid for both teams. Not too much in the favor for Rogue Upsets, but they had some ups and some downs.
They did
right?
had some. They had some good plays. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe their communication was a bit off with some things, as well as maybe choices and how certain things were done. I feel like might have been a bit of an issue, but overall they did all right.
Okay, well, hey, that's solid, and going into Game 2, I do expect some bans to be different, some picks to be a little bit different. Oh, it looks like they have
I have the right draft. Oh, no, I do not. I have
right
last game's draft here. Alright, there we go. Alright, I was going to say, they already completed the draft. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here.
No, not quite. They have barely started. Let's see. I think this is the same one. Yeah, this is the same one. Okay, but yeah, I do think that, some changes need to come through for Rogue Upsets, at least during the second game, and possibly different picks too. I mean, we had a really weird top lane pick, but it kind of worked, kind of didn't. He was kind of punished by Gushlow up in the top side, and he
definitely should have played a bit safer too. I feel like if he was gonna be aggressive, he should have went for that anti-heal to just counter all of Aatrox's healing from both just his base kit as well as his items and runes, because he took Doran's shield and second wind, so definitely just going to be healing back anything that got poked, unless she did have that Oblivion Orb.
Right, yeah. A lot of the item choices were definitely taken into account, so hopefully they can kind of change up things this game. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit interesting for Relinquished Renegades. They now kind of know how the side of Rogue Upsets plays. And where their strong points and weak points are, because yet again, this is a little bit of a new roster. So let's see if they can make the adjustments. IKB did extremely well. It kind of takes my vote for the MVP of that game. I mean, just the coordination between him and the support on the side of Relinquished, hardcore. That was impressive stuff. I mean, they turned around a lot of fights. And even though that IKB did kind of give away a couple shutdowns, I think he was so far ahead that he was just comfortable with doing whatever. So good to see that, and hopefully they continue to keep that momentum going into the second game. As we are about to start draft, just waiting on them to start it up real quick. They have some trouble with the draft, lol. I'll put a new one in the chat for them so that they're not struggling to get in the draft here. Hold on. Oops.
What do you think will end up being seen here? Like, what do you think or you think we'll see like another first pick bot lane again, or what do you think?
It's possible. I mean, I know that they did switch sides, so we do have Rogue Upsets on blue side. I always love the blue 1 pick to be an ADC of some sort. Just cementing like a Jinx, one of the stronger ADCs in the meta. Because I mean, that's what blue side kind of wants. They kind of want to, pick out the prio picks for themselves rather than do the counter picks, because strong champions equals more chances of winning. So let's
I can agree with that.
Here. Hopefully they're almost ready. But yeah, and then same thing for kind of R1, R2. Usually it's gonna be bot lane, but hey, like that's really up to how they want to do their counter picks and prio picks for themselves.
For sure.
It's sometimes it's ADC support. Sometimes it's actually support and jungle, for instance. Just kind of hiding the rest of the picks. So yeah, we're about to get ready. Hopefully they start the draft soon. I don't know. They said ready. They're not kind of readying up. There we go. Okay, so I do expect them to kind of ban out some good picks from Rogue. They had a few interesting ones the last draft. But yeah, let's see if they change anything here. I don't think too much is going to change from this one. They did have
Yep, there's the
Zeri,
Oriana ban.
Oriana, and Zach. Yep, so kind of starting
And they
off the
also
same
had,
way.
I'm trying to remember some of the other bands we saw.
Oh, it's going to be Leona, actually, the first
Ooh,
one.
Anna
Okay.
Victor. Yep, there's one of the bands from last game.
Yep, it was Victor, Seraphine, and Rise. So
Yeah, that's
already some changes. I guess they don't want hardcore to have any of the supports. So sad. But then you're leaving up Zeri, you're leaving up Oriana. You're leaving up the Zac, which maybe they weren't too afraid of
Zach is
Freshflow.
very good
but
flexible pick too.
that's true. As Zeri is going to be banned out, and the same exact bans coming out for Relinquished. They know what they're doing. They just want to keep the momentum. Let's see what the first pick for Rogue Upsets is. Like I said, Jinx is on the table. I mean, you could even take away the Xayah if you feel like that was, a big one, and see if they either take away the Rakan with that or choose something else.
Ooh, my
favorite.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Noble
yes.
right here. The York man himself, other than Persona at this point. So, what do you think about this?
Horrible blind pick. That's just my opinion. I don't see an Aurelia band. I don't see a Jax band. No Tryndamere band.
Okay.
Those are just my top 3 most hated champs there. I mean, after that it becomes more of like a skill matchup, but everyone is just favored early against Yorick. But once Yorick hits that 6, man, that percentage health, max percentage health damage, crazy. Looks like we got a Senna and a Trundle. I wonder if it's Senna top. That's an annoying lane. I can admit that. I doubt it though, because Glacial doesn't work the same that it did in Season 10 and 11.
Gotcha. That's true. That is very true.
Looks like we also got a Brand here. A very good champion in my opinion. I would have liked to see it on the other team to counter the Yorick. Just because Brand's ultimate ends up reflecting off of both the Maiden, the Mistwalkers, and Yorick, doing insane amount of damage. Looks like we also got the Amumu picked here. Good setup. I'm wondering here, because this looks like a good team fight comp. With Yorick, it all depends. Will he be team fighting, or will he be doing nothing but splitting? And that's when you decide whether you're going to buy Hullbreaker or not. Because Hullbreaker is something that's like a core part of Yorick's kit, but only if he's going to be splitting. If he's going to be with the team, we'll probably be seeing more of like Conquer on Yorick with maybe even Phase Rush. Both of those keystones very good on Yorick. We got a Syndra locked in. Always a strong pick in my opinion. She just phenomenal amount of damage, especially when she grabs those Ludens. We got a Tryndamere band, which I'm actually kind of surprised about here, as top lane has already been picked here on the other side here on Rogue
I have seen Trynd mid, so maybe that's what the idea was.
Quite possibly, yeah. But
I have seen it, so do pretty well in the mid lane, but yeah.
A Trynd along with a Yorick can be quite scary. Looks like we'll see a Shen band. Now, Shen is good against Yorick because of a team fight capability, but Yorick can not only stop Shen's stand united, but it'll end up caging him if he does that. With the outside edge of Yorick's W handle, it's a displacement, so it ends up canceling channels. It looks like we'll close out the ban here with an Akali ban, and looks like a Camille ban. Camille, quite good against Yorick, but not as good anymore without Divine Sunder being as strong as it once was. The Grasp, true damage Q, insane with the Divine Sunder. Now it hurts still, nonetheless, but it's not nearly as strong as it was, and Camille is all about going in with her E and doing damage, and all Yorick has to do is just sit there and wait for her to waste her E, throw up his, I think it's Darkbind. No, it's not Darkbind. I believe that's Morgana, actually. Yep, there is the Morgana, too. Kind of funny.
Wow. Yeah, I was about to say, like, Morgana would be good here, considering there's so much CC on the side of Rogue Upsets already. And, Morg is also a good pairing with Senna as well.
Ooh,
And especially down in the bot lane,
Akshan.
Akshan. Is that an Akshan mid? We'll find out in a second here.
Quite exciting to see too. Akshan, I like seeing the Akshan. I have played a bit of Akshan myself, and I have to say, far too often I've swung into the enemy tower and died. So I'm not the best Akshan player, but he has like 6 different passives. So unless Relinquished knows what all of them are, he's gonna have to be they're gonna be kinda wary about that. Looks like we
Ooh,
also got the
wow.
Nivea locked in as
Wait a
well.
minute. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with Rogue Upset's team. Is it Akshan brand bottom or is it Nivea brand bottom? What is going on here? I guess we'll find out in the client draft as the last pick for Relinquished is coming in. I actually
What's the
really
top
do.
pick? I need to know.
Oh man, it's. I mean, okay, it's
The
Aatrox again.
Aatrox, the dreaded pick.
So
Definitely
this
hoping
could.
to see a
Whew,
exhaust
man,
on Yorick here. Or an Ignite, actually. Ignite teleport very strong on Yorick. No one
this
expects
could
it.
mean a couple of things. I don't know. I'm bamboozled. Not by Relinquished draft, but Rogue's draft. Like I don't know who's going where at this point. There's a lot of flex picks on the side of Rogue. Uh, Man, I feel like they could mix and match quite a few things. We'll have to wait
Oh
and
yeah,
see
for
in the client
sure.
draft. Pretty standard team on the side of Relinquish though, and predictions are up. So, you could wait till we get into client drafts and see all the picks there, or you can spend it all already. But I do like the side of Relinquished. Their comp seems a little bit, anti what Rogue wants to do. The
I'm voting
Morgana
for
with the
Rogue
Black
that picked
Shield.
Yorick.
True. I mean, you're kind of obligated to, right? So,
Yep. Come
kind of
on.
obligated to.
Don't fail me now.
I do suspect that it might be Anivia top once again, just because of how Bone Daddy
Really?
played last game. Just because of how Bone Daddy played. I feel like Bone Daddy did quite a good job against Grim. Was a little bit too aggressive, so maybe he realizes, hey, like this worked out before. Like Aatrox is probably going to be the last pick or some other sort of AD bruiser, right? So I could see it. I could see it happening again and just putting Akshan bottom. Now, granted, I haven't seen Akshan bottom in a long time. I guess we'll have to find out as it's going to be first pick. It is going to be Bone Daddy on the Anivia. That means that Akshan and... Wait, where's Yorick going? Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
what?
confused.
I assume maybe it's Yorick
I'm,
mid and then
I'm
they'll
confused.
swap. They'll end up swapping Yorick mid. Not as strong in my opinion. Now
It is
you can go
possible.
lethality Yorick, but again you'd have to go phase rush, and Yorick thrives in long distance lanes.
It's going to be Akshan.
Because
Wait, it's Yorick bot? Oh,
wow, I've
man.
actually done that before. I did that in
Okay.
Clash. It was quite enjoyable. But you
Okay.
need really good engage to do it. So
Well, they do have it a
with a
boo boo.
brand, I don't know.
They do have it a boo boo. They do have some long range CC with Anivia, I guess. Now, okay, so here's the next question, right? So we know it's Yorick brand bottom. Um, Now, what do you think? Like, what are the odds, like facing off against Senna Morgana with this?
Senna Morgana. Well, York's gonna have to play very passive. He's not gonna be able to step up to get any of his graves to start off with. So we're not gonna be seeing much of any engage here in the bot lane, to say the least. Cause York's
Okay.
passive, it improves when he levels up, right? But
Mm-hmm.
early on, like having to wait for 12 minions to die to get one passive grave is horrible.
That's true.
So York's gonna have very, very weak engage. We'll probably see him start E, which is his the mark he throws, which is
Right.
the cursed mist or some. I honestly haven't read the name in
Yeah.
at least 8 months. I'm gonna be honest
Oh my
here,
gosh.
but
Okay. Huh.
definitely gonna be seeing either Doron shield start or corrupting pot shield. Or not corrupting pot shield, just a corrupting pot here with maybe
Yeah.
second wind. Definitely gonna see either phase rush or grasp here, maybe even fleet footwork, though it's not as good on Yorick.
Okay.
Phase Rush York with Speed Rick. We'll see maybe Eclipse this game with Eclipse Black Cleaver. Sorrel does into
Gotcha.
Deadman's and just some other tank items. Really strong because he cannot be caught out almost at all.
Right. Yeah, this is
He's
gonna be
so
a
fast.
interesting bottom lane experience for both of us. I've never seen York at least play into the bottom lane. Uh, you know, it's gonna be interesting.
Oh
I
yeah.
kind of want to turn my attention over to the rest of the map though, because we have kind of a standard, except for the Anivia top lane.
The top
Uh,
pick.
Gushlo going on Trundle again. I feel like he had an pretty okay showing. Did get caught out a few times from a unsuspecting Matcha core. I definitely think that the brand, Matcha might not be able to roam this time around like he did last game. He's not on a character that traditionally
Yeah.
roams around and does things across the map. So he definitely wants to shut down this bot lane. So that means that the rest of the map is kind of on their own.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's
but one thing we unfortunate to see, if the Orc did plan on going Hullbreaker, he'll be not able to do that. Which Hullbreaker
Yeah.
does give him stronger capability to 2v1 a lane, but yeah, he shouldn't. I agree with some people in the chat. Yeah, York should not be able to farm at all.
Right.
At all. Just
Yeah,
he's
two
gonna be down in
range, double
so much
range is punishing.
CS. Yeah.
It's
If
really
he
up
if
to
he steps
Matcha.
up, he'll just get caught out and die. That's just how he
Yeah.
works.
It's
Because
really
he's
up to
already not a
Matcha
mobile champ.
to kind of set up the wave and to set up his opponents, like making sure he's zoning them properly. I mean, he did a pretty good job last game with the engages on Leona, so I kind of expect him to do a pretty good job with Bran. Something not so engagey, but kind of wants to, punish the enemy bot lane for stepping up with all of his abilities. So we'll have to see how both of them navigate this lane as we get into Spectre delay. But I think, just as a last thought, I think I have to put my points on Relinquished once again. They're going with
Yeah.
comfort, and I think comfort is key when it comes to these. But we'll have to see. Will Rogue Upsets actually take a game off with this weird comp that we have never seen before? Stay tuned. Grab your popcorn. This is gonna be another banger. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody, to this shenanigans of a game here on the Rift. We have an interesting Doom Donut on York bottom lane. Keep in mind, folks, we spotted this out as soon as we got into the loading screen. Doom Donut has taken Comet. So we're looking at an AP / maybe AD York here down in the bot lane. I mean, he did take Cole. I don't know how you feel about that, being the master of York here.
But not to start with. I do a cheater's back, and I get Cole right away when I back. And sometimes I'll even wait a little bit and back and grab like Cole and Sheen, or Cole and like I believe it's a Ruby Crystal.
Okay.
Because it depends what I'm rushing. If I'm rushing Triforce, Divine Sunder, or Hullbreaker. So that's usually what I go for. I like the callback just because the extra little bit of gold on a champ that is fixated on farming. So, yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess we'll have to see where the bot lane how do they navigate the lane. But yeah, pretty standard start. Nothing too wild going on. One thing to note, we do have a lane swap, which is totally allowed. Bone Daddy did go mid. And Matthias, I will actually move the portraits for you so you're not confused. There we go. Bone Daddy going into the or blue, I mean. Yeah, this is I think this is fair for the side of Rogue upsets. They want to have the edge over Aatrox, and it didn't work out with the Anivia last time. But look at Gushlo where he's at right now. This might be a level 2 or 3 gank here. As there's action going on across the map. But Matthias, we're finally brung up to Matthias. He is in trouble here. Flash from Grim. The shield comes out from the return on the Q. And the passive proc. That is going to be Matthias getting away from a gank where a few summoners were used. All 3 flashes on that side. Ignite actually blown from blue. And egg popped. That is going to be no kill going over to blue, but certainly the egg is going to put him in an advantageous position as Faceman is, trying to see an angle here onto blue from the top side, or I mean the mid side here, as,
gank in the mid lane.
Gank in the mid lane, yep. We're finally brought to it. Directed camera has brought us, blue getting so low.
York actually managing to keep up on the CS for the most part pretty well. Especially for this heavy poke, heavy CC lane. I'm still baffled that the York didn't take, second wind or take the Doran shield.
Yeah, let's see, Matthias is pulled back in. Both of these laners do not have flash. Third auto attack is procced. But yeah, look at the CS differential. Matthias not doing so well on the CS department, even though he's ranged. That first gank brought him crucially low, and it looks like no flash. He's going to get pulled in. The shield goes off, but first blood goes over to Grim on this Aatrox once again. And Hardcore barely dodges out the walls from Yorick. And yeah, we were looking at bot lane to be the kind of action-packed lane here, but it looks like top lane. Once again,
teleport
on
mid lane as well. Will the Amumu die to the Grom?
No, Faceman, please don't die. We saw this in VCL yesterday. We don't want to see it again. Even though it was, quote-unquote, a strat from a coup in the VCL, but Bone Daddy, it's kind of getting pushed in from this Syndra so far. Don't have access to the ultimates yet, but I imagine Blue is getting Bone Daddy really low. With the ultimate, he could potentially get a lot of kills onto Bone Daddy, who did opt for the Dark Seal this time. So it looks like, yeah, this is spicy lanes all around here. Looks like, and
sure.
I guess one thing to notice is that even though Doom Donut has been doing well, he is still behind on CS, right? And having one back on the bottom side here is going to help him out. Blue is actually going to get a solo bolo onto Bone Daddy. It was coming. You just need a little bit more time to get set up with the stun. And it looks like Gushlo is actually positioning to gank this bottom side. They do have a ward in that bush, so as soon as This wave crashes in. Looks like they're forcing this, though. This is actually kind of a disadvantageous position for them.
Especially with the Amumu being nearby,
Yep.
confirming the Scuttle Crab. Trundle isn't able to walk around the side. I'm still just surprised. They haven't punished the Yorick at all, except that early game portion.
Yeah, but it looks like the one getting punished right now is Matthias. He is going to get pulled in once again. He can't escape that pull-in. He's done it, or attempted it several times, but it just doesn't work out. It's not fast enough. He doesn't get out of range properly. So that's an interaction that is kind of new to me. Never seen the Aatrox and Akshan matchup there, but good to note. Good to note.
Yeah, I have not either. I've only seen Action top a couple times, and he has very strong level 1. I'll say that. He's incredibly strong level 1. But after that, he seems to fall off a bit. Looks like we'll get the mist hit, the morning mist. That's what it's called, I believe. Hit, and he'll get 4 graves popped off that.
Yep, he will. And, you know, this is actually surprisingly a dragon take.
Oh, yeah.
Upsets. So, good start. It is going to be an ocean dragon next up. That does leave quite a few number of interesting souls to be taken here. As, you know, not too much action this time around.
I wonder what we'll be seeing next on the Yorick. I'm quite interested. So it's not an AP Yorick, like we initially thought when we saw the Arcane Comet.
Uh-oh. Blue,
Still not sure what to expect.
So Agnivia is now up. Gushlow spotted out by a ward here. Is still going for it anyways. Both of them are level 5. And looks like Faceman is coming up to the top side. Oh no, Blue is going to pop the ultimate. He's going to pop the egg. But has to expend the ultimate to do so. So nothing, no kills to be gained there.
Punishing the Senna and the Morgana for their back. Gonna grab 2 plates here. Yeah, I am quite surprised, yeah. I feel like we might even see a bladed cap rush here in the Yorick.
That's true, but Faceman is in trouble here as Grim is going to force Faceman to flash away. And that's going to be the end of that trade. Kind of even CS across the map here, almost.
Yorick grabs a Sheen and another longsword as well this back. Not completing his boots yet. I would have went either plated or swiftness here, personally. Even Merc Treads would be good here too for the Morgana route. But overall, it looks like we're getting a Sheen item on Yorick, so we'll be seeing a Triforce or a Divine Sunder, hopefully a Triforce, but with his current 2 longswords, I'm not quite sure. I believe that's a Divine Sunder. Yeah,
that very well could be, but like you said, like I mean, you're the Yorick person here. I feel like you would want to farm as efficiently as possible, you know, and try to, you know, get out of the way, because Triforce is a very versatile item, right? So.
Oh, very strong item, especially on champs that can utilize it well. I know you don't really see it on Garen anymore, but last season, or not last season, I'm sorry, season, was it 10? Yeah, it's season 10, maybe? Back when Triforce gave mana.
Yeah.
I remember you saw it on Garen a lot more, and he didn't even use mana.
Well, yeah, he didn't use mana, he used to see it, but okay, Bone Daddy actually gets away from Blue this time with nicely placed stun. Machikor trying to land one of his own, but it's not going to hit it. Hardcore level 6 as well as IKB, they're leveled down, but still keeping up with CS. See what happens when they hit level 6. Just hit it with that minion dying. Doom Donut pretty low, doesn't have any form of regen other than his Q for right now.
Would have enjoyed seeing the Arclight skins here on the Yorick and the Brand, since both of them do have one.
Wait, ultimate popped! Machikor does land it. Hardcore force the flash. Flash coming out from Doom Donut as well.
Yep, spells, or no, summoner spells get cast all around here. Flash on Morgana and the Yorick, as well as Maiden of the Mist just got summoned as well.
Interesting.
Brand popped Ignite as well as Senna popped Heal.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of forcing out these flashes and forcing out, the low health bars for the other side. Baseman actually gonna land the hook coming out onto Grim once again. Okay, Senna ultimate does come through, and Grim is not in trouble anymore. He's gonna pop the World Ender. That's gonna be 2 kills. Going over to the side of Relinquished Renegades. They're looking to close this one out.
Yeah. Oh no. Just one more auto needs to be hit on the main of the miss.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Doom Donut! Oh no! Missed
That's like a
the
3-minute
aggro.
cooldown on his ult too. Oh, that's tragic.
Oh no! And top side tower is gonna be taken out, and Bone Daddy getting a little bit of trouble. The flash with the Syndra ultimate is going to take out Bone Daddy, and this is just looking so grim. Already, almost 5k gold lead for the side. Oh no, Matthias, please! We've done this before, one too many times, and he's not gonna be able to get out of the chains. Man,
poor Nivea suffering from high ping as well here, around 97 ping.
Oh boy, yeah, this is just going further and further into the hands of Relinquished Renegades. Their lead is just so good right now, but they're still trying. It looks like a gank onto the mid lane.
Aatrox picking up Gorge Ranker and Merc Treads now.
Oh, they're looking at this dragon once again. They know the turrets have been kind of evaporated for the most part up in the top side of the map. Gonna look to team fight, I guess, from here on out. As H-Faceman, what is he doing? He's getting caught.
Goodness.
That is what he's doing. What was that interaction?
I believe he got pulled with the scuttle.
I have no idea, but Bone Daddy kind of in the middle of things, takes high hardcore really low before going into egg form. The comeuppance is used, but is going to get blocked immediately. Okay, nice flash coming out, and Grim is not able to land the second Q, is able to land a third, and Akshan is taken out. Machkor kind of just going to die to auto attacks here. Grim on the chase, Doom Donut is on the run for his life, so is Bone Daddy, but I think that was the subjugate. That was the subjugate kill for a double, and Doom Donut is gonna be eventually taken down by Grim. H-Faceman a little bit too late.
Here maybe. Nope.
Yeah. So explain to me. Oh, well, I guess H-Faceman wants some more punishment as he's gonna walk away. But tell me, how exactly do Rogue upset come back from this?
I'm not sure if they can. The Anivia is quite frustrated right now with the ping. But yeah, it's not looking too good. Not a single kill has been taken on the side of Rogue Upsets this game. Yeah, it is not looking too good at all. Yorick having pretty good CS. I mean, for 13 minutes in a poke lane like this, I don't blame him for being down in CS, but he has more CS than the Senna. So, that's something,
okay.
And the Senna isn't even a fasting Senna. Uh-oh, here comes a gank.
Oh no, here comes Doom Donut, just gonna get mollywopped as Machkor tries to save him with the Pyroclasm, but that's not gonna do anything, as the rest of the team is out there. He doesn't even have an item yet. But Blue, trying to get a kill, he will get it on to Bone Daddy. And, H-Faceman is on the chase, but Blue is doing so much damage right now.
No.
Curse of the Sad Mummy is going to come out the flash. The stun comes through. Not 1Q. It's not going to land, and it's going to be at the end of that fight.
Looks like this might end up just becoming another big 2-0 game here for Relinquished. Quite unfortunate game. We'll see the Yorick end up picking up Divine Sunder. Personally, not here. Not the move, in my opinion. Especially without the grasp. That's what makes it so strong, is the Sheen grasp auto with your Q. Is great damage, takes out like a fourth of their health sometimes. Especially if they're squishy, you can do even up to half. But definitely not the move here, in my opinion. Especially when you're down so much. I don't foresee York being able to split here, since he is not ahead either. It looks like he could probably just end up getting countered just by like the Aatrox countering him and following him lane.
Yeah.
Unless some like ballsy plays are made here and they get some shutdown, I don't think that this game will end too well. I'm gonna be 100% here.
Oh no, Blue is just gonna pop the ultimate onto Bone Daddy, and that's, you know, that's just been the story of this game. We're just kind of seeing the downfall of Rogue Upsets right here, right now. No kills acquired, and, you know, Relinquished Renegades, it's 0 to 15.
7.5k gold
Holy
lead as
moly,
well,
man.
dude. Oh, the action, no. Run,
Not
buddy,
again.
run.
Can they get the redemption kill here? But Grim just...
I don't believe so,
Oh,
man.
he does so much healing and so much damage. He's godlike now, and Matthias is gonna fall as well for a double kill onto
No
Grim. Can they make it a
anti-heal.
triple kill? No anti-heal. You are correct.
Oh, the Maiden's gonna get killed here.
Gushlow?
Oh, the Maiden is
Oh,
gone.
wait a minute. Oh, I think that was a bad choice, Machikor. Falls to the likes of iHeart.
Morgana
Scores
saved by the
trending.
stopwatch and flashes
Stopwatch
out of
and
the
flash.
cage, yeah.
Doom Donut getting locked down once again. Grim able to make this his own triple here. Yep, gonna go legendary. Under tower is gonna get taken out. Doom Donut not doing too well despite his good early game, as we were not expecting. Faceman, oh no. Curse of the Sad Mummy is gonna hit no one as the Black Shield is clean. Hardcore, wait, Matthias actually
First
brings
kill picked up
Hardcore
the
back.
Let's go.
And Hardcore is gonna take down Faceman here. Bone Daddy is gonna go into egg form, but it's gonna fall on the Anivia. Matthias also caught by Blue. And yeah, it's just it's 1 to 22, but
The Rift Herald wasn't even picked up. That is quite sad. Rifty just gonna sit there, look around, and disappear.
yeah, this is a sad sight to see, to be honest.
Oh,
Already
yeah.
a 10k gold lead for the side of Relinquished. Sub
Have
20
we
minutes
seen
in.
a game like this in Team Gap before? 1 to 22. I don't remember ever seeing something like
I
this.
don't know, but you know, the first game was a lot closer than this,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
no, for sure.
the first game, it seemed like it could go either way, but this is just a complete stomp. So we have seen complete stomps from Team Gap before, but this 1 to 22 mark, you know, they didn't get the necessary kills that they needed. Bone Daddy can do what he can against Blue. Has to flash, is gonna get still stunned. This might be one more kill over to the side of Rogue Upsets.
Oh.
Flash from Machikor. The Pyroclasm isn't going to
Nope.
get any more bounces off as they're trying to collapse here. Stop this Hextech Dragon from taking, but you know, it's so unfortunate for Matthias. He's just caught up. He's not going to be able to escape that one from the likes of Grim, who is 10-0 on this Aatrox.
Quite a man. I just don't know what to say here.
Yeah.
Still no anti-heal build. Looks like quite possibly the York might be the first to get it. It looks like he might be grabbing a Bramble Vest there with the two cloth shirts, or cloth armors, excuse
Yep.
me.
And that's kind of the name of these two games, right? I mean, you have Aatrox and Trundle once
Yeah.
again.
And
You
even
expect
Senna,
some
like the
sort.
Senna healing. man.
Yeah.
Like,
You expect some
All of
sort of
that.
anti-healing to be kind of early bought, but it's just not happening for the side of Rogue Upsets. They're like, hey, we don't want any anti-healing around here. Hardcore is going to get hit by the Mist, but, you know, the damage coming out from Blue is going to take Doom Donut to half health. And the Maiden is surely getting burned down here. Bone Daddy, oh, the flash from IKB is going to take out Bone Daddy, and the Maiden
Oh,
is
there
gonna
goes
die.
York.
Blue is going to pop his ultimate onto York. And yeah, this is
This
just going
is-
more and more in favor of Relinquished as the game goes on. They should be able to get Baron here and just kind of end the game just off of stats and items alone.
yeah, it's not like they can farm any mastery charms off of this game since it is a custom draft.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, they all backed in sync there. That is something quite interesting this game, to say the least. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the cooler things I've seen today. So,
And you know,
Looks like-
Rogue Upsets with this new roster, like, I was expecting a little bit more from them, and they almost had in the first game, but this lane swap is kind of
Yeah.
disrupting the entire flow that they
actually,
had in
see
the
us
first game.
sing.
There's just nothing you can say about that. I mean, he's been
I
having a
believe
bad
they've
game.
just given up at this point. Oh yeah, the brand flashing for the ward. No, I don't know what that was. Oh my.
This is just really sad to see as Bone Daddy trying to do what he can, but Grim is going to catch up through the Hex Gate, and he almost takes out iHardcore. At least he's gotten the burst, at least potential, but yeah, this is just really unfortunate for the side of Renegades. They struggled a lot through the entire season. They've ended up with almost completely new roster for this game, at least the series, but they just can't find it. They can't find the win, the edge that they need. They get so close every time to beating these top teams, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what to say about this game. It's this looks like a ranked game that I end up getting. Like, you know, I'm doing my best, and the team is not doing so hot. Quite unfortunate to say the least here.
Yeah, it's a struggle, right? And,
yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of shutdown gold available for the people who do have it. You know, maybe turn it around. It would be pretty hard to throw this lead, in my opinion, though. What's the gold lead? Oh my gosh, it's like a 14,000 gold lead right now.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, you know, this is not what you want to see, you know, substitutes and swapping out of your roster members this late into the season, so... And yeah, I can't really say much about this. This is just Grim doing a lot of damage. Doom Donut getting caught. Has to flash away. Bone Daddy does have egg, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that egg is scrambled, my friend.
Yeah, that is definitely a scrambled egg. Doom Donut possibly, you know, doing the best out of his team on this York this game. You know, did have, you know, a really good early start.
Surprisingly, like, did well in lane for going bot lane with no engage. I'll say that. Especially in a poke lane with, no Doran shield, no second wind, you know, I'm surprised he did so well in the laning phase. Or as well as he did.
I agree. Oh, man, Matcha just gets two-shotted there. Yeah, and you know, it's interesting because Doom Donut is normally the top laner for this team, and the roster switches that they've had to overcome and kind of, you know, navigate, it's been really rough for them, so throughout the entire season.
I feel like this game was more a war of mental than anything else. I can agree. Yeah, this loss was not because of anti-heal. Maybe in the first game early on, anti-heal would have helped, but this second game here, a war of attrition, and the attrition here is like the mental factor. Like, these people clearly, I feel like didn't want to play this second game. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, they are making a comeback here though. Faceman does pick up a kill here, but it looks like Grib is just way too strong for them. At least Faceman was able to try to mount and engage, but it's just too late.
Yeah,
and that is
true. All the option in the enemy nexus. Look at that. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, he made it. He made it.
That gave me a good laugh. I enjoyed that game. That was.
Oh man, it was a little sad to see, but yeah, at least you know, taking light of the situation, and you know, it's just unfortunate. They almost had it. They almost had it, and almost is not quite enough for them though, as Relinquished is gonna take this 2-0 to you know, get to 18 points.
4,000 points.
You lost some points. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had to vote for the York, man, but at what cost?
At what cost? Your points. That's the cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, I mean, the predictions are going in the favor of Relinquished Renegades both times, and I'm gonna throw up the poll real quick. Who do you think was your MVP for Relinquished Renegades?
Who do you think? What was your opinion? I know in the first game you thought IKB, and I completely agreed there. The first game, IKB, phenomenal stomp. Second game, while it was still going on, the Aatrox was quite good until the game turned into a fiasco, I'll say that.
That's true.
But yeah, definitely that early game just, switching up the fight there. That was insane. Like the double kill bot lane for the first kill and the second kill right away.
Yeah.
I definitely have to say IKB definitely helped turn that fight along with the knot. Because they were actually about to lose that fight too, and they ran off
Right.
and they actually switched and engaged again. I don't think that was expected, and that definitely helped them secure that first win. That lead, especially since Zaya could come back to lane with a Dirk right away
Yeah.
against a squishier team. That's definitely going to make her a lot stronger overall, and for sure, just definitely that's what my eye was on was IKB that game, and definitely my MVP vote for this game.
Yeah, I definitely think I have to agree with you. I mean, IKB went deathless in this game, so that's actually really good. You know, despite having a really weird bot lane to face up against, you know,
Yeah.
maybe not punishing them as much, but they wanted to kind of get the Senna stacks going, kind of make sure that you know, they're not dying to this really weird bottom lane that could work, could not, you know. So did a really good job, I think, both games. So I'm gonna have to give my vote to IKB, but it is definitely up to the audience here as the votes are coming in. It looks like Grim is actually leading the charge with 4 votes. Right behind is IKB though with 3. So I
Something to
can
look
definitely
out
see the
for.
case for Grim because I mean Grim played
Oh yeah, he was
phenomenally into
phenomenal. Yeah.
kind not really a counter matchup but like a range matchup that you're like just like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
this is the same thing as Vayne top or like the same thing as Teemo top, you know, like definitely good on the mental there. And then going deathless in the second game, I think you know, kind of leading the
Definitely
charge
some
'cause-
great plays. Yeah, the
yeah.
Aatrox. Seeing a good Aatrox is always cool. Watching them hit all their combos, definitely really interesting here. I meant to ask you for the stream here. Have we decided what time you guys will be doing your summer stream yet?
Oh no, so we haven't had a decided on date for sure. We'll probably end up doing the actual stream in the middle of May or towards the later end of May, getting into summer. So be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be, you know, posted up in the announcements channel whenever we do announce the date, the exact date for that. We should make our decision maybe roughly in a few weeks, maybe towards the end of the PCL. So be on the lookout for that. As yeah, that is going to be a fun stream. I can't wait for that. Raleon unfortunately wasn't here today, but it's okay. I am here to take the spot, make sure that we're getting our games in, and Grim is going to be the MVP, the top laner for Relinquished Renegades. We're going to bring him up in a second here as I make sure that I have everything ready.
I'm gonna pull him in for you.
I believe I have it. Let's see. Yeah, I see him. Just gotta center that. Oh, thank you.
Whoa, I was not expecting that to be so quick.
Welcome, Grim, and congratulations for the 2-0. How you feeling?
Yeah, great job, man.
Appreciate it. Feeling good, you know, still waiting for the adrenaline finally stop. It was a pretty good game. First game was, you know, very close, especially during that Elder Dragon fight. It was a little, it was a little sketch there. It was a little scuff when everybody jumped on Zaya, but Zaya pulled through, and you know, Gush stealing that Elder Drag was huge on his part. So
yeah, because that could have been the game for them, right? Like that could have been the one game that they took off, you know. And,
oh no, yeah, I was like, oh god, when Gush said he stole it, I had a sigh of relief because I was like balls deep into fighting Lux and Tristana at that time, and I was like, I would just die there, so it would be bad. So that was huge on his part.
All right, I do have a question. Like going into the first game, you know, Rogue upsets have had their fair share of you know, roster updates and roster switches. Were you going in with an expectation of, hey, we're just gonna ban, you know, Seraphine and the Victor and a lot of mid laners to target Matthias, or was it like, oh, we're just banning strong picks right now, you know, just in case?
So to be completely honest, those 2 picks were actually targeted at Bone Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw that he played a good amount of Victor. He played a lot of Rise. My champ pool just didn't really work into Rise or Victor too
Okay.
well, so we sent some bans over his way, and then the Seraphine, we had to, obviously make sure that somebody with that many games on Seraphine didn't get a comfort pick. So,
That's true. And
mhm.
I mean, it's kind of interesting, right? Because we didn't expect like Bone Daddy to pull out those picks on the top side. I mean, at least I didn't expect. Knowing that he has that many games on those champions, like you wouldn't think, right? But then like you do ban them out, and then he's playing a Nivea top. So tell me about that. How that experience went.
Yeah, that was a little weird. As far as the draft went, I think we picked Trundle B1. Gush felt pretty comfortable playing Trundle into the enemy jungler's champ pool. So we
Mm,
made sure that we took it the first game and then just so happened to get it the second game. So that was pretty good.
okay.
Then IKB like five had the Zaya off of Leona Tristana. He just randomly threw out, I think I want Zaya here, and
Right.
we paired it with Rose Knot, which I mean Rose Knot is pretty cracked, so it worked out. And then Anivia showed up out of nowhere, and we're like, okay, I guess I'm playing Aatrox into Anivia. We ended up going it.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
Noble
that was
has a
counter pick,
question
right?
about that. Yeah, that was. I
Oh
think
yeah, what
Noble
was
has a
your
question.
Yeah.
what was your opinion on just the lack of anti-heal the first game, especially since you're playing Aatrox?
Yeah, that was a little weird. He had electrocute. He got some really good trades early on. And then Gush ganking that first little bit, and then I think I solo kill him after the gank after we burned the flash. But I was expecting Anivia with having R, having a little bit more agency to proc Grievous Wounds to build it, and then I saw
Right.
that Lux had it, which I guess worked
Yeah,
out with
that's
her
the
E.
same thing we said.
But that was definitely, when we saw that, I was like, all right, I think we got it. Like Trundle's gonna be able to heal through things, and then we got Ocean Soul, so that was huge. And by that point, the Grievous ones just wasn't as impactful.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Yeah,
was
we
your opinion on
definitely.
the second game there
Oh,
too?
the
Second
Yorick
game,
bot.
the Yorick bot. So that was another. So we scouted that ahead of time. We actually
Okay.
thought that they would want to play Yorick Senna. And we talked about it a lot prior to today's match. And when we saw the Yorick get picked, we knew it was bot lane Yorick. So we
Oh.
took
Really?
the Senna. At least that's what we hope. I mean, if maybe it wasn't five head, but I think it was super massive galaxy brain on our draft. So shout out to IKB, Blue, and Gush for talking about that earlier.
That is fair. I mean, it worked out, right? You guys had a
Yeah.
commanding performance, a stomp, dare I
Oh
say,
yeah.
in the
So
second game.
that second game was actually scary though because I thought it was still going to be a Nivea top. I
Ah,
thought we were
yeah.
just going to run the match back, so I took double MR into
Oh,
a Nivea a Mumu.
yeah.
And then seeing Akshan up there, I was just like, I don't know if you guys saw me pinging my RMRs at the beginning of the game, but I was just like, I can't play the game. Like, I'm just gonna have to sit back. But Gush getting a pillar off on Akshan, stopping his E, like, got me
Yeah.
a early kill, and then we just kind of ran with it.
Yeah, it seemed like most of the time he tried to, use his grapple hook to get out, but by the time he used it, it was just
It
too
was
late.
too
He
late.
pulled you.
Yeah.
He got pulled back in from your chain. So good job on this Aatrox going deathless in the
Yeah.
second game.
Appreciate it. That first
Yeah.
game, I mean, that second game, I don't know if I would have gone deathless. The first gank Amumu pulled off with R, like I was
It
sitting
was
there like,
close.
oh god, I'm dead.
Yep.
And then, IKV's ult came through, and I got the shield just enough to heal, and that
Yep.
that turned it. I don't know if the game would have gone as lopsided there if they would have gotten that kill early, because I think I already had a shutdown.
That's true.
Yeah,
All right.
quite a
Well, any other
game.
questions, Noble?
I think I'm good. I think I got my questions across. I was mainly just wondering about the lack of anti-heal. That was just my opinion, what his thoughts were on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate,
mean,
but yeah. Do you have any shout outs you want to give, Grim, to anybody out
yeah,
there?
shout out to Hardcore for roaming top 2 times. keeping me alive. Shout out to Blue for dying with Spirit Rush up. That was pretty impressive. I'm memeing him now. But overall, nah, everybody played amazing, and I think it was a pretty solid 2 games.
Yeah, solid 2 games, and congratulations yet again on the 2 and
great
the
job, man.
MVP of the match. As for tomorrow, we do have another match in the PCL. I believe it's going to be. Let me take a look here before I lie to you all. It should be. It should be Eggplant. It's either going to be. I don't know. I have to confirm this with Ryleon, but it's either going to be Stupid Team Diff versus X Rising at 9:15, or it's going to be the little bit later one, Eggplant versus Bandits at 9:30. Check the announcements channel just in case to see which one it actually is going to be.
I might be a sub for one of those games.
Oh, you might be. Yeah, I think Bandits was asking you to be a sub for the mid lane, but if you want to see Noble, check it out. We might be able to stream that one. If we don't, we'll catch you all later. But yeah, yet again, congratulations, Grim, and yeah, we will see everybody tomorrow for another PCL game. Stay tuned.
Thank you.